we went as a big group of friends freshman year after NSR. It was towards the beginning of the year, and it was starting to get a little bit colder. And we went out there one night, and we got out of the cars, and we were all getting kind of excited and spooked, because we're gonna see the Gurdon light. It's a ghost story. And we start walking down the tracks because one of our friends was like, "Okay, it's this way. I've been here before. This is the way we go." And so we walk for a solid 30, 45 minutes, and then Macy turns around and says, "Guys, I think I took us the wrong way." And so we've walked 2 or 3 miles down these tracks, and so we're like, "Darn it, Macy!" And so we track back and get all the way back to the intersection where we parked, got to the cars, and we decided we're going to go see this for real anyway. So we start the long trek down the tracks the other way, which is the right way, and we were going. We got about 4 or 5 miles in, pitch black. We only have a couple flashlights, and we keep hearing sounds in the woods. We're all scared. I mean, it's probably a squirrel or something. But we ended up seeing the light. I mean, what we thought was the light, because we looked behind us and there was just like this little ball like floating in the distance. It looked like it could have been a street light, but we were out in the middle of the woods, so it couldn't have been a street light. So we assumed that was it. And I was like, "Hey guys, we should go see what that is, because that might be it." And they're like, No, that's not it, bro. That's not it." So we never really got to go get close to it. So we kept walking that direction, and then it started raining, which was so much fun because only one of us had an umbrella. Amanda had an umbrella, and so all the girls got an umbrella, and us guys got sopping wet, and we ended up walking back in the rain. It was cold and wet and nasty. I think we saw the light. I'm not sure if they did, but I'm pretty sure I saw it, and I thought it was pretty cool. It wasn't very creepy at all. It was just like a yellow light. And then the second time I went, it was Halloween of freshman year. A group of us tried to go out there because like, "Oh, Halloween, let's see the Gurdon light. That'd be cool." We got out there. There was about 5 or 6 cop cars lined up on the side of the road. Some of their lights were on. And a woman came up to our car and was like, "Oh, there was someone robbed at gunpoint out here tonight, so you might not want to go out there." So we packed it up and left. So we didn't really go the second time, but we drove out there. So saw it once. I think we saw it once. I like to think I saw it, but it could have been something else. So we thought it could have been another group, but it wasn't. So.
Well, I remember when I first arrived on campus that it was something that I heard talked about, and it sounded like a really fun thing to go out and visit. And so some of my friends and I decided that we would go late one night my freshman year. And I just remember that we went out there and we walked for a little ways, and I think some of our other friends knew that we were coming, and so they went out there before us and they hid and they scared us. And so that was scary, but then funny. And then we kept on walking, all of us together, and we walked and walked, and we never saw the light. And so we turned around and went back to our cars and headed back to campus, but we had a really fun night.
We passed, after like the 4th bridge, people told us that that's when we were supposed to stop and see it. And so we just kind of, I think we went past the 5th bridge, and we waited there for a while. We didn't see it, and then all of a sudden, just bam! It was a really quick flash. I don't think it's a ghost. Some people might go ahead and want to think that, but I've heard that it's a scientific fact thing. That scientific says they've proved it, that it's a combination of the gases in the air and stuff, and it has to be at the right time. So like it was when we went out, kind of foggy, a little bit cold, about to rain. So that's what I think.
Oh, I think I heard that the theory is of ghost of the I think it's the train captain or the guy who worked for the train company. I don't really know. Lost his head, and he's out there with a lantern searching for his head. And the light's supposed to be the lantern, and I don't know if that's true because the light we saw seemed like it'd be very high up, almost like street lamp high. Like it wasn't like you're holding it out here. So it could have been super high. I don't know. But the other theory is it's gas. There's like a chemical reaction or something in the atmosphere or something in this particular part of the world. I don't know. And scientists think it's just causing a reaction to make the light show up. So I don't really know. And as much as I'd like to believe it's the ghost, I really don't believe in ghosts.
The Gurdon Light landmark actually got some pretty big recognition several years ago, probably 10-ish years ago. It was featured as a story on one of the national news shows. And so, probably there have been some people that have come as a result of that.
I don't think they should, scrap it. I don't think they should, build on it, because it's kind of cool, people go out there, and I think they should preserve it so that, more people, you know, can keep going out there and, you know, because it's a fun thing to just go try.
I think partially because it's so risky to go out there and it's kind of sketchy to go out and walk on these railroad tracks for, you know, 5 or 6 miles. And I think it's got its own little cool effect to it, having the tracks out there, and it's obviously dangerous, but if you're safe and careful, I think they should keep it the way it is and not make a trail out of it, because that would kind of take away from the fun of it, I guess, going out there walking along the tracks with your friends. So I honestly think they should keep it the way it is.